Hello everybody and welcome back to Madden 19 slider testing. Tonight we are switching things up. I'm going to try armor and swords sliders. Last night we did version number 12 of Mat 10s and those were okay. I didn't necessarily love them, but you know what? Every single year I always try other people's sliders, and this year I've only done Mat 10s. And so I feel like I got to get a little bit more sample size here of others' sliders. I always do that every year, and I ultimately pick one to run with in a franchise, and I really have not done that yet. So now tonight is the time to do that. So we are going to try armor and swords. A lot of good feedback on operationsports.com. Everyone's loving armor and swords. He's doing things a little bit differently, obviously, than Mat 10. There are some main menu settings that you have to set up, which is basically everything at default, including making sure that your injuries are all the way up from 10 all the way up to 50, making sure that all of your assists are off, except for flip the play, I think was the only one. And so all of those changes have been made. He is also using iMac rosters. So this is specifically the franchise that I've actually been using with Mat 10 sliders with iMac rosters in them. So we've got his rosters loaded up. And we also have made a change here to the Cowboys, specifically to their running backs. The other thing that Armor and Sword is suggesting is that you actually lower the halfbacks from the opposing team down to a 75 juke and a 75 spin. And so I have done that for the Cowboys teams. And so everything is completed and ready to go. We're going to jump right into this game. I was, again, curious to see how these would play out. So we're going to test them. We're going to see how it goes. We're just going to jump right in here to the Cowboys game and see what happens and see how this game plays out. If you caught my stream last night, I did do a little bit with armor and swords sliding yesterday afternoon. I kind of had a moment and I actually had some time and I checked them out and actually enjoyed how they played. Just kind of did that offline, and then obviously I switched things up in the evening and streamed version 12 of Mat 10s, and those were okay, but there was just some hiccups, some things that were bothering me that I didn't really like. Kind of how the human running back was running, kind of felt like he was stuck in the mud, if you will. You'd see holes and he wouldn't be able to get through the holes because he'd get sucked into a tackle animation. And I don't know if that's a result of the new patch or what exactly it is, but ultimately, I decided, now's the time for me to start testing some other people's sliders. Like I said, I do it every single year and I haven't done it yet. I've only done really Mat 10 sliders and that tiny bit of armor and sword yesterday afternoon. So we're going to do a full-on game here with armor and swords settings, his complete setup all the way down to the time on the clock, which he kind of runs 15-minute quarters with a 15-second runoff. So we're going to try everything that he does. He is actually currently streaming right now, I think, his own franchise that he is doing with his sliders. So you know what? I just decided I'm not trying to compete with him in any way. I just want to play this game. I want to be able to enjoy it as right off the bat the Cowboys break away here, and they're going to run it back for a touchdown on the first play of the game. That's the first time I've seen that. 101-yard return by the CPU. And that's a good start here for them. A little bit disappointing for me, obviously. I don't really quite know what happened there. But in any case, it is what it is. Not a whole lot to do about it now. Kind of missed it. I was kind of talking a little bit too much, and they broke it right up the middle, it looked like there, and ran it in for the touchdown. Let's go ahead and we'll just return this one to the middle. Again, we're continuing here with the Titans. Again, this is all pro. Armor and Sword only has an all pro version. That's the only thing that he plays on. As we break a tackle there, how in the world did we get out of that? Close to having back-to-back kickoff returns. That would have been an interesting start to the game for sure. We're going to start with my obligatory stretch run here out of the I formation. It's the first play that I always run when I'm testing sliders here. So we're going to go ahead and do this right away. See how it goes, and it does not go well as Lawrence there on the edge gets Dion Lewis, and that's a quick loss of 3. Obviously, other things we want to test are screen passes, see how those kind of things work with armor and sword sliders. Obviously, that was a big thing that Matt 10 seemed to fix, or it was actually possible to run screens. That was some nice coverage there. And Mariota got hurt. How in the world did he get hurt on a screen pass? I guess he got hit. That's disappointing. That's going to bring in our backup quarterback. That's a little bit frustrating. I would like to be able to play this game with my actual players, give us a better idea, but this will be a good test. At the same time, it'll be a good test to see. We've got Gabbard in the game now, obviously not as good as Mariota, but let's see how he plays. This will be a good test to test the backups as we get a man open. That's a nice knock away. Kind of underthrew that pass. So that was kind of a not good series here for the Titans. He does just have some muscle cramps, so he will be back. We'll keep him out till he's ready to go. But unfortunately, Mariota comes out on that 3rd down play, and Gabbert underthrows a pass. Let's see here. We've already had a kickoff return. This returner is pretty good. I don't know who this is. Who is this guy? Austin. That's Tavon Austin right there returning kicks. He already had a kick return for a touchdown. If you just happen to be joining me, we're testing armor and sword sliders tonight, switching things up. And the Cowboys here open the game with a kick return for a touchdown, and that's how the score is where it is now at 7-0. We had a quick 3 and out on our drive with Mariota actually getting hurt. So not a good start here for the Titans. But that's not our primary goal here. We really just want to see how this plays, how armor and sword sliders play. So we're going to just kind of play the game out here, keep running different plays, kind of like we've been doing with Matt 10 stuff, and just see how it goes. We got a good matchup here against the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott being a big runner. Obviously, that's a big thing that I'm paying attention to. How's the CPU run game? How do things look? Are we getting extraneous jukes? Are we getting silly runs by the CPU? Are they able to gain any yards? And looks like so far, first run was pretty good there for Elliott, but that one, he probably could have just taken that one all the way to the edge, but instead he cut it back, kind of back into the defense, so that wasn't necessarily good, but let's just keep playing this game and see how it goes. I thought I turned off all these stuff up there, that top left-hand corner stuff. I thought I turned all that off, but it's on for some reason. Ooh, nice play. Nice first down. Dak Prescott gets it to Beasley there for the 11-yard gain and the first down. A little bit different here, obviously, with the clock. Again, I'm trying to run everything as kind of armor and sword does. Except for obviously, you know, I can't use the slim play calling, but there's a nice run there by Elliott. Just straight ahead, trying to break tackles. Good looking run there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up.
2nd and 5. I think they're going to run it again, so we're going to blitz them. I wonder if I can still turn off this stuff up here on this left-hand side. It's kind of bugging me. Does go to Elliott, and he goes down quick, so I had the right play call there. Let's see if I can turn this stuff off. It's kind of bugging me. Let's go to settings. It's probably not really under game options, I don't think. Like, nope. How about visual feedback? On-field visual feedback. Coaching tips off. That's the one that's on there that's bugging me. We don't really want this on-field visual stuff either in all reality. Don't really want that on either. None of this stuff. Don't really quite know how that stuff ended up on. I thought I turned it off ahead of the game, but maybe I missed it. So 3rd and 7 now for the Cowboys. We're just going to stay here in the nickel. We're going to blitz them. Come with this cover 3 blitz. We'll cover the sticks here. 3rd and 7. Prescott runs backwards there, throws it to the left, and that is incomplete. And we have held him here, and so we'll get the punt. Hopefully. We'll see if they decide to run a fake or something.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
There's the punt, and they angle that one to that sideline, and it goes out at the 19, it looks like. So let's get a drive going here if we can. We did not have Derrick Henry in this game. He got injured in the last game that I played. So unfortunately, I don't have him in this one. So Dion Lewis is going to be our guy. It's a little bit disappointing because I appreciate the power of running there. That's a nice looking run by Dion Lewis anyway. We should try a little play action pass now. I haven't run any play action yet. That's always another big test to see whether or not we get any time or whether or not it turns into an instant sack. That's kind of the other thing that drives me nuts. Nobody's open. Maybe at the last second on that corner route was open, but I don't know if that would have went well. But in any case, it's now 3rd and 9. Let's go post, hitch, post here and try this play. Let's keep Lewis in here to block because it seems like they're getting some pressure. Trying to sneak that one in there. We're able to do it. Delaney Walker. That was kind of a lucky pass. I knew it as I was throwing it that I was trying to sneak it in there, and I was able to get it in. Nice play. I'm going to look for Delaney Walker here again. Josh Shee, howdy, how are you doing tonight? Whoop, you distracted me. I'm not used to running this play clock with this, running with armor and sword sliders tonight, testing things out. I'm not used to only having 15 seconds on the play clock. We're going to go deep. Got one-on-one. Nice catch, and he breaks the tackle. Saw him open there. At the last second, he beat the press coverage, and the safety was moving over towards the middle of the field, so I just threw it up, and that was completed. What a play. Nice looking play as well. Matthews catching that one, breaking the tackle, and running it in for the touchdown. That was fun.
From the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays.
Real tickets test in your 50-50 setup. I think that might be the next thing I have to test. I'm kind of maybe trying to make my way through everybody's sliders at this point. I kind of got into testing Matt 10 sliders. He kept coming out with a version every day. Every day it felt like I couldn't keep up, and I kept wanting to try his sliders and keep going with his stuff. I tried version 12 last night, and it was okay. I didn't love it. And so I decided it was time maybe to start venturing off. I always test other people's sliders, including yours, Josh. Usually I always test armor and swords as well. And so tonight is my night to test armor and sword sliders, and I figured I would just go ahead and share it with everybody. Styles, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us.
Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Josh, thanks for the comment. I appreciate you saying that. I feel like I'm doing an okay job. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Kind of commentating, if you will, or talking. Let's see here. I'm liking the runs. I like how the runs are looking by the CPU. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott's a good running back, but we did, I find it interesting. That's the one thing I would say I find interesting kind of about armor and sword sliders is, the big caveat is kind of dropping juke and spin down to 75 for everybody. And I think that's helping, obviously, the extraneous jukes and spins that were kind of driving me nuts. I feel like that's made a big difference, at least kind of here to start.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
Question is whether or not over time every running back just becomes the same running back. Does everybody just kind of do the same thing? Nice sack there, got in. Play action pass, once again turning into a sack.
Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be
that's not really what I want to run.
Maybe go to max protection.
I don't really love any of my options. We'll just stick with this. Hope for the best. I didn't really want to run a cover 2 man in this situation, but it's what we're doing, and somehow we still get in for the sack. I didn't really have Evans blitzing. That's interesting. But he did it anyway. At least I don't think I did.
Just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
4th and 25 now. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a drive going this time. We got a nice big play on the last drive. That was kind of fun. Ooh, broken tackle. Ooh, another broken tackle. More broken tackles. Let's kind of come back to running the ball a little bit here and kind of see how running the ball plays out. Josh, yeah. So if the linebackers don't have any coverage, they'll come with the quarterback. Yeah, I figured that was kind of what happened there. Let's try a little play action boot shot play. I'm always kind of curious about the play action boots and how they work on these different slider sets, whether or not it turns into an instant sack or not. Sometimes what helps is keeping that tight end there to block. We're going to quickly throw this one away, though. That didn't turn out well. Did not throw that one well. Now we're sitting at 3rd and 11. Let's try this dagger play. I kind of like this dagger play. Too much warping and suction, yeah. I don't necessarily disagree with you, Josh. That's kind of one of the issues I've been having with Mat 10 sliders. It seems like we're getting a lot of that, and it's kind of starting to make it a little unplayable to me. Yesterday I was kind of testing his version 12 and was really struggling with some of the defensive backs, even linebackers, kind of warping into interceptions. As well as the big thing I noticed was what I remember happening a lot on Madden 18, where my running back was getting sucked into tackles. You know, he'd have a wide open lane up the middle, and somehow, some way, get sucked into a tackle against the defensive tackle that was currently engaged by the lineman. So that was kind of driving me nuts. The all 50 setup is so smooth. I might have to try it, Josh. Maybe that will be my tomorrow night stream. We'll do armor and swords here, see how this continues to play this evening, and then maybe tomorrow night we'll try yours.
Agile, diagnosis plays well, and a fierce tackler.
2nd and 7 here. What do we want to do? Let's try another run play. Just a halfback dive right up the middle here in this close, strong formation. Doesn't really look like it's going to go well, but let's see what happens. It's all right. Although my tight end or Davis got hurt there. I am enjoying that. It's part of the new patch, being able to see who, you know, what team and what player's injured. That always drove me nuts before. All of a sudden you just see an injury come up and you'd be like, well, who was injured?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is
yeah, I agree, Josh. Yeah, so many good slider guys on Operation Sports, and everybody does do it a little bit differently. So you know, it's worth it to try everybody's, in my opinion. Nice play there. Mariota now 5 for 5, 103 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it.
Passing has felt a little bit easy, obviously, as you can see there. 5 for 5 for 103 yards so far. We'll just see if that evens out a little bit. We'll have to see as this game progresses a little bit. I always feel like, you know, first quarter and a lot of times plays different than the rest of the game. You know, I don't know if that's a factor, you know, has to do with anything to do with, whoa, brain's not working. Fatigue or not? Sorry, there we go. I'm guessing that's what it has a little bit to do with, as the fatigue kind of starts to drop on some of the players. That's not really where I meant to throw it. That was hit the wrong button, but it's going to work out.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running.
3rd and 2 here. Let's see. Let's just try kind of a quick pass, quick slant. I haven't really ran anything like this yet, just to see how it plays out. Missed that one. I missed that slant. Coming right over the middle. He was open.
So we played one quarter here on Monday. They are, however, facing in the first play.
We'll settle for the field goal here. I did have a man open there. I just missed him. Went down for the sack.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal.
These returns make me nervous. We already had one for a touchdown. First play of the game. Cowboys ran it back. Tavon Austin ran it back for the touchdown. And that one looked like it was close to going back for the touchdown also. Making me a little bit nervous. Styles, you think it's looking good so far? I think it's playing okay. like that run by Elliott. I appreciate that run. Just a nice straight ahead run, trying to get to the edge. No extraneous juking. Simple. I appreciate that run right there. So many times previously, you know, in previous versions of Mat 10 sliders, or maybe I don't think it necessarily had anything to do with the sliders in all reality, but there's just so much juking and spinning for like no apparent reason. So no matter what, I like that run right there. 2nd and 1. Slant the defensive line here, but they play action pass. Has to throw it away as we're getting pressure to him once again. Play action passes are not working out well for either team. That's seems like the defensive line is getting in too quick on those.
Tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Styles, yep, no crazy jukes into the defense. Exactly. That's been my biggest pet peeve so far with Madden 19 is jukes into the defense. Like when they're going away from the defense and for no apparent reason at all, they juke into the defense and get tackled. That was kind of a silly looking play right there. Running it to the outside, that was their choice. Still is a nice straight ahead run by Elliott, but obviously didn't come up with the 1st down. Yeah, well, why did you? I tried to run away from the ball. Got something out of it, I guess. That was. I didn't really want him to catch it. Let's switch it up here. Let's spread them out a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more of a run game going. Let's just start with this trap play. I've been able to pass the ball fairly easily, so I'm curious more about the run now. Although it hasn't been too terrible. Obviously 7 rushes for 28 yards. It's averaging 4 yards a carry. That's okay so far. Let's try a stretch play again. Styles just saw the punter shift his legs. I miss it every time. Run game seems to be getting going here. I don't necessarily love that kind of suck tackle right there. Ticket says injuries do nothing. Is that basically what you're saying? It doesn't really matter. So maybe what Josh C is doing with the injury sliders is better, paying more attention to the effects on the game more than it has to do anything to do with how many injuries are really showing up in the game. Let's try some pistol. We haven't run any pistol yet. And let's run this strong power play. I feel like this was a pretty good run in Madden 18. It's been hasn't worked quite as well in Madden 19, but I still kind of like running it. But this is going to work this time. Able to get the stiff arm there. Lewis is having an okay day. 10 for 46, finding some opening running lanes, outside and inside. I think it's about time for a play action pass. We've been running it a bunch.
two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run.
Let's go with this this one here. Kind of a good test. We've been running the ball a bunch here. I mean, this should technically probably be open, but close. Walker kind of had to stop there. Nice to see him just kind of stop, like he knew the ball was coming.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need.
J-step, yep, I'm still testing. Still testing some sliders, trying to find what's going to work for me. I'm excited to actually get my real franchise started, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of enjoying doing some slider testing. I'm enjoying this process, I'm enjoying the games. Ultimately, it's just because I'm enjoying Madden 19. So no matter what, it's a good game. There are definitely some things wrong with it. But I think they're, somewhat manageable and/or I don't know if I'll say fixable, but some things to make the game better for sure. Passing maybe a little bit too easy. 8 for 8, 138 yards, and part of that is I feel like I got a ton of time. My night is going just fine, J-Step. I appreciate you coming out and watching. How is your night going? Let's try a little inside zone here to the right side. We've passed it a few times now. Switching it up, trying not to run any of the same plays really. Got a little jogging action there by Lewis. Maybe he's getting tired. Editing some Madden. Let's come back to the pistol here on 2nd and 7. Let's run a counter play and see how that works. Probably really should take Lewis out of the game. I think he's tired. That safety's creeping up. Probably should switch up the play, but I'm going to let it go. Yeah, should have switched it up. Folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 10. Let's try a screen pass here again.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
J-Step, I have not made a playbook yet. I just kind of been running with the Titans playbook. I don't really know if I'm going to take the time to make a playbook. I think I'm just going to kind of roll with thought I was going to be able to get that 1st down, but couldn't quite get there. We'll just kick that one in. We'll take the points. Got close to getting that 1st down, but just short. Looks like we got somebody else injured there.
Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards.
CW, your back is in the red. I don't know what you mean. Oh, he's tired. Yes. I got you. Yeah, I really should have subbed out Dion Lewis on that drive, especially there at the end. He was tired. Nice drive there by the Titans. It only resulted in the 3 points, but that's okay. I'll take it.
You're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen?
Do I have auto subs on default? Yes, I do. I haven't really messed with any. I'm just kind of leaving everything as is. Kind of trying to run it. I kind of like how that looked there with Woodyard kind of jumping on Elliott's back. That looked cool. But auto subs just kind of stay as is. I think fatigue, inside of the franchise is at 55. Outside of the main menu, it's at 50. I just kind of think that's cool. I don't know that I've ever actually seen that before. Or the linebacker coming up and jumping on his back to get him down. It's a cool looking animation.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield.
Part of the issue is I lost Derrick Henry to injury, and so he's not playing in this game. They usually, we usually are able to kind of split carries pretty good between Dion Lewis and Derrick Henry, but I don't really have much of an option. Ooh, nice play. That's some crazy spinning. That's not probably necessary. Gang tackle. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I think it looked cool. Woodyard jumping on his back. See what the Cowboys decide to do here on 1st and 10. Coming out in the shotgun set here. They are going to pass it. Let's just try to get up into the passing lane. Nope. Goes to Elliott. Check down to him coming out of the backfield. Prescott's just 4 for 6 so far. Cowboys haven't really passed the ball a whole lot.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field.
Run a cover 2 here and see how this plays out in the 4-4. Looks like maybe they might run it again. Nope. It's false start or something here.
Flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys look like he got
False start. Offense.
expect this from the visiting team when playing.
Another injured player, Morgan, with a shoulder tear. Out, not going to be able to return for the game. Lots of injuries. Let's blitz them.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's slant our defensive line here to the right side. They do give it to Elliott. He's got 10 rushes so far for 34 yards. Interesting. I feel like that should potentially be a little bit better. At the same time, I don't know that you can get yourself wrapped up in too much on the stats. Obviously, it's still early in this game. Second and 12. Prescott looking, decides to check it down. Throws it out of bounds. Just 4 of 7 for 42 yards.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the
Let's
ground.
blitz them. We'll go with the cover 3 blitz. We'll cover the sticks. Check down again to Elliott. Breaks a tackle, but gets ultimately tackled.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking,
So Dallas kind of got that initial kickoff return for a touchdown on the first play of the game, but then has not really been able to do anything or do very much on offense. Just what a J-Step, what a check down. Doing that a lot. Noticing seems to be a lot of check downs. Although I'm blitzing quite a bit, so maybe he's feeling like that's the only choice he has. Maybe I should start sitting back a little bit more, see what happens.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get Taylor in here to help block a little bit. Let's see what this one looks like.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Let's go with this Ohio spacing play.
Go play action, hit him over the top.
Under 4 to go now.
Now we've got 192 yards versus their 64. And we're getting close here to halftime. Ooh, nice sack. I did not see that one coming at all. I was looking at the receivers. All right. Now we got to work on trying to get a first down here on 3rd and 16.
In the bottom 5 in
Let's go read dig. Yeah, well that hurt. Yep. Styles, you see that they don't insta-shed. Yeah, I definitely have not seen that. That is for sure. Ooh, nice. Another one coming right at me. I'm not paying attention to that at all. Lawrence in with the sack, and that makes it now 4th and 25. Yikes. A couple of bad plays in a row there.
Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
That was an insta-shed. So they've got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left here to try to get a score. Let's see if they can do anything. Haven't had much luck yet. A lot of checkdowns, I'd say. Yet another one, this time to Elliott. Nice play nonetheless. Let's see here. So 2 minutes left to go. They've got it at the 23-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do. Are they going to try to just run it here? Run out the clock a little bit. It's one of the things I'd say that has not been very good is kind of the CPU clock management. That, of course, is not a slider issue, but I feel like it has not been very good. Trying to get around that edge. That looked good, open, but I don't think he got his feet down. I kind of liked how this looked here on this outside. This linebacker trying to get into Prescott. Just kind of continuing around the edge. Ultimately just kind of gets pushed down by the tackle there, but that just kind of looked cool. Looks nice to me there. Trying to beat him around the edge, but just couldn't. Ultimately gave Prescott enough time to throw that pass. Unfortunately, it looked like he threw it late, so the receiver wasn't able to pull it down in bounds there. Would have been a touchdown, though. It's going to bring up now 3rd and 6. Oops. Let's go switch it up here. Cover 2 and the big nickel this time. J-Step NCAA football starts tomorrow. I don't think I actually knew that. Seems like it's a little soon. Well, that's disappointing. We'll go cover 3 match here. Let's try that. We switched it up from a cover 2 to a cover 3. Let's see what they decide to do here. I'm kind of trying to purposefully sit back a little bit in this drive, although I shouldn't probably have to do that. But he still kind of checked it down anyway. Let's blitz him this time. We'll just go man blitz.
I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
It's like maybe they might try to actually run it here, which they do. And Arakpo gets him down for the loss.
You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go with the cover 2 blitz here. See what happens in this instance. Where's my where is my blitz, and why was he wide open? Flip it, yeah. Too late, exactly. Exactly. Although if you were talking about J-Step kind of flipping the play, I am kind of, part of the sliders that I'm testing here tonight, armor and sword slider. He has it kind of, he's got the defensive auto flip on. And so I'm kind of running with what he's got going, just to, obviously I want to give this a legit shot. I got everything lined up exactly how he does it, so that's kind of what we're running with. So we got 49 seconds left here. Should we even try to do anything? Why the heck not? We're just testing things out here. Let's do it.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
Do we try something? Sure we do. Like that right there. Let's speed up the process here, fellas. See if we can get somebody else open this time. And maybe we got somebody else. Let's call timeout.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Question is, I don't know if I'm cheating the system here or what, but I feel like I've noticed this quite a bit. With a lot of the slider sets, I don't know if it's these plays that are just kind of open over the middle, plus not getting any pressure, on me at all. It just kind of feels like I'm cheating or something. I don't know. That was a nice play by the defense.
16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offensive.
Let's try this drive Y corner. Going for the end zone. Maybe trying to look for Taylor coming across the middle if we've got enough time. Walker to the outside. Let's see what it looks like. That was not a good pass. I saw Walker open. If he just would have stayed right where he was, that would have been a touchdown. But I kind of forgot that was actually supposed to kind of be a corner route. Right as I'm talking about feeling a little like I was cheating the system, they intercept it. So, hey, I wasn't cheating the system. Elliott's kind of struggling. 12 rushes now for 33 yards. I don't really like how that's playing. I'd like to see, obviously, it being the Cowboys and it being Ezekiel Elliott. I feel like it'd be a little bit more realistic if there was more yardage there.
He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on.
We've got a ton of yardage. They don't really have very much.
We'll start up at New Era Field, just outside of Buffalo.
Zones are wacky.
Visiting Bears, who come in and get the victory.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Maybe that's why so many of those plays there, kind of at the end, were open. Them playing zone, kind of those seams. Seam routes are kind of open. Let's come with the play action post shot just for fun, just to open this second half up.
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
This is not really a play that I actually normally run, but we'll see what happens. And we got it, but it's knocked out. Nice play there by the defense. Lee there on the coverage, knocks it away. That looked nice. Let's run an end around. I don't ever run any end arounds. Let's try some things I don't normally do.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Ended up cutting it back the other direction. Gained 6 yards. Let's just see if we can get the first down here, keep our drive alive. Kind of ran a play like this similarly earlier. Just kind of the stick type play. And that time it is open. 12 of 15 now for 221 yards.
Mariota now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
So J-Step, you said you're editing some Madden. I'm assuming you're doing a franchise or something. Is that what you're doing? And if so, what are you using your own sliders? Are you using somebody else's sliders? What are you doing?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 7 here. Just because I'm curious, let's run a triple option play. I usually am not able to run these well at all, but let's see what happens. Try to get that one out to the left. That wasn't too bad. 3 yards, at least give us a manageable 3rd and 4.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
I feel like I got to keep one of these guys in the block. We'll keep Wadley in the block. Oh, nice play. Kind of weird looking though. Kind of warped to the inside, but then still got his hand back. That was kind of weird looking play. Like, how did he get way over there? So there's not a good warp. I mean, I just don't understand how he gets whoop way over there and then he still knocks away that pass. Does not make any sense.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Go ahead and kick it here. Let's see. Actually, they're going to have a chance to return it. Tavon and Austin is tough to corral.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the
Let's try a little cover 2 man here to open this one.
Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
Maybe they're going to run it to here to Elliott. Nope, play action pass. And I don't really know what happened there. A lot of defenders right around the ball.
They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the
all right, we just played some man. Let's switch it up to zone, but we're going to blitz a linebacker right up the middle.
Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And it's a short one here.
Quick play.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it's
Oh, it's a mutt let's play video. Okay. I got you.
And make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
the tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
We're going to go cover 3 here, but I'm kind of purposely going to kind of cover. They keep kind of checking it down, so we're going to Not this time, of course. Prescott's getting it going now. 12 of 17 for 115 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
I didn't really get to pick a play. What do they got me running here? Another cover 3. All right, we'll just run with it.
First down, Prescott.
Another nice play here. Cowboys are getting it going. Offense is moving the ball now.
Across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
Switch it up here to cover 2. Maybe they're going to run here to the left. We'll slant our defensive lines. Another play action. Woo, and that one is bounced around and ultimately intercepted by Woodyard. That was a crazy looking play. I mean, what in the world happened there? That bounced off a bunch of people. That's happened kind of multiple times here in the second half. I think that's probably a little unrealistic there. That's a little, what kind of vert is that? That's pretty good vert there for Evans. Kind of rolls around, and then what happens here? Bounces up again, and then Woodyard's there, right place, right time. All right, weird looking play.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers,
Styles, you want me to try coaching adjustments to pass rush? What do you want me to change it to? You want me to change it to kind of aggressive? You want me to change it up to conservative? I'm assuming you want me to do aggressive.
See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a
Trying to get it out there. Seems like their defense has kind of gotten quite a bit better here in the second half as well.
creep in and affect their play. Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year.
Different first half from the second half for sure so far to start.
Big time penetration and throw people for losses.
All right, Styles, when we come back on to defense here, I'll switch things up to aggressive, and we'll see what that looks like.
Now a second down throw from
That wasn't really very good play by me. Yikes.
Matthews, the intended target. He may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1.
Terrible, terrible decision. Oops, I forgot to change it. Sorry. We'll get it here in just a second. I was distracted by my stupid pick. All right, let's switch things up here. Coaching adjustments. Let's say pass rush. We want to be on aggressive. Let's just try that for a little bit. See what that looks like. We'll go formation. We'll go nickel. We'll go Tampa 2. Exactly, J-Step. I don't know what kind of pass it was. I went to pass it, and then I realized at the last second, as I was sort of going to hit the button, that the linebacker was moving towards him, and I kind of wanted to take back my ability to throw it, and so then I just kind of tapped it, and he lobbed it up over there. I wanted to check my swing. That's what I wanted to do, but it did not work out.
Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. You'll go ahead and finish the play. You don't give up that type of yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Woo, there's another flag. 2 flags in a row. Prescott's moving around, deciding to run with it. Nice to see him do that. That was kind of cool. Just kind of realizing some pressure was getting there. Nobody was open. Decides to run with it. Play the ball and coaching adjustments. All right.
Still first down.
Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Play the ball. Any sort of specific defensive coverages or anything else you want me to try?
Here's 1st and 5.
It's not really what I meant to do. Why did you guys shift that way?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of 3.
All right, 2nd and 2 now. So they actually accepted that penalty. That's interesting. So they're going to come out in a 3 wide receiver set. We're going to blitz them. Cloud 6. All right. We'll call it on the next one here. Threw it off the upright. Take it off now. Pass rush. All right. We'll take that off. Where's my cover 6 here? Didn't get it in time.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Cloud 6 didn't quite get there. I don't know what they got me in here. We're just going to roll with it. They're going to run it anyway, and Elliott gets enough for the first down.
Before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Cover 6 here. Let's see how this plays out. Oops, I slanted my line the wrong way. Nice run by Elliott. Took advantage of that.
Trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead.
Yeah, I did get called twice for offsides.
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. 2nd down,
Nice play. Nice drive by the Cowboys. Very different here in the 2nd half. Again, sometimes I wonder whether or not the sliders need some time to like settle in or something. I don't know. I feel like that's been the case in all of my slider testing, even with Matt 10 sliders. You know, the first and or second quarter plays a lot different than the 2nd half. Like it just does. Again, I don't really know if that has anything to do with fatigue or whether or not it takes some time for the sliders to set in. I don't know. I don't know what I believe or what I think. But very different so far. Josh C. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. There you go.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? Now Campanero.
That was weird looking. J-Step agrees. It's the fatigue. The question is, Josh, I feel like that it plays better, in my opinion. So how do you transfer, and maybe it's with your slider set, but how do you transfer, you know, the 2nd half of some of these games that I'm playing, testing these different slider sets, you know, where fatigue starts to become a factor? I think it plays better.
There on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little.
Kind of want to keep trying to run the ball here. Let's see. Let's run this halfback slam play. Madden has always been that way. Whoop, I didn't really need to do that. Junior just kept running. I thought I was going to get met by a defender there, but I never was.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love
Let's run a counter back to this right side again this time.
In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Yeah, so the bigger hits start to tone down. You get more nuance in the interactions. All good points. Question is there any way to translate? Maybe I agree. Maybe there are some AI adjustments that happen. Obviously, you know, the Cowboys seem to be playing a lot different here in the second half than they did in the first.
Still first down.
So maybe that has, you know, so that has a. I'm sure that factors in as well. But how do you get the gameplay of the second half into the first half? Maybe it's not possible.
And a good swarm of the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten
Let's try another screen pass here, just to see how these continue to work, or if they do. We had a nice one earlier in the game. It came up just short of a first down. Let's try one here on 2nd and 13. Seems kind of an appropriate time to do that. Looks like it's going to be covered up, but we beat the man. Even Mariota has calmed down there. I'd say for a little bit there, I was almost feeling like I was being a little bit of Robo QB, 8 for 8, 100 and some yards to start the game.
the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, you're stuck. Get on there. Get off him. And now Lewis is injured. That's not good. Got the first down, I guess. Let's run this 94Y play. Haven't ran this play yet. Let's just kind of see. I like to try to continue to run different plays, ones that I haven't really run during the game. Sometimes I'll come back to some just to see if anything's different. There's a nice play there by Lee. That was not a good decision by me. Let's try a halfback draw.
Almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
That didn't work out well.
Nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, bruised ribs by Lewis. Another injury here in this one. So 3rd and 11. Let's come back here to this formation. And let's go Titans flood switch, but we'll flip the play. I don't know why, just because. Kind of maybe looking for Walker over the middle here. Obviously Sharp is my primary receiver there. We've got our running back in to block. Nice stepping up into the pocket there. Ended up being a nice play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think?
Let's try inside zone again, but we'll flip it. I don't know if this running back is any good at all. Wadley. That was all right. Nice gain there. 6 yards. I'll take that.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's try this angle smash play. Haven't ran this one yet today. This is a play that I actually do enjoy running. I kind of like trying to find this running back coming out of the backfield. And/or Walker potentially right there up over the top, and he catches it for the touchdown. Sean Lee on the coverage there. I feel like that's a little bit of a mismatch. Delaney Walker, I think, wins that one more often than not.
And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And the defensive there, that was
Now we got to go for it. Let's go spacing switch here. Going for 2 to tie it. Still a little early for that, but we'll go with it. I don't think anybody covered him. There was nobody over there.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
Tie ball game.
Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match
The
it.
seam routes seem maybe a little bit OP to me. I don't know. Maybe that's as Styles would say, that's a zone issue.
To the 23-yard line.
Although at the same time, I'd say I took advantage of a play there. I mean, I took advantage of Sean Lee in coverage on Delaney Walker. So maybe that's that actually seemed like it was man coverage. So I don't know that I would say that was a zone coverage issue at all there on that last touchdown.
Has started to open things up for him on the ground.
But Styles says, "Yep, zones are broken."
Just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield.
Play action pass. Get him down.
I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to
Dallas's bad secondary. That's true. They don't have a very good secondary.
How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The one thing I'm not 100% sure about in Armor and Sword sliders is this 15-minute play clock. I mean, obviously I like the look of it. Or excuse me, I shouldn't say play clock, but 15-minute quarters just makes the game seem pretty darn long. Although, at the same time, I guess we're going to get some realistic stats here at the end, hopefully. We'll double-check plays. We get the appropriate amount of plays, all that kind of stuff. I don't know that it matters on his sliders what quarter length you use, but I wanted to use everything as he does, just to kind of really give it a legit shot. So that's kind of what I decided to do. So that's what we're doing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Yeah, J-Step is a Texans fan. I remember, the other night when you came into my stream, we were playing against the Texans. Styles, he does keep checking it down. I agree. A lot of checkdowns in this game. And you're doing 11 minutes. What kind of runoff are you using? Are you using a 20-second runoff or something like that? And you kind of DM'd me earlier. You had mentioned something about 20-second runoff. Another play action sack there by Wallace this time.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get
3rd and 13 now. Let's see here what should we run? Let's go cover 4. Haven't run that. 20 seconds. Do you feel like that's giving you some good stats and good amount of plays? There's not a check down to Beasley there. 160 yards now, a couple of touchdowns and an interception. Seems okay to me so far, but still a lot of time left here in the game. Let's switch it back to a cover 2 man. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, I'm not getting any pressure on Prescott. I don't know, they really have all game unless it's a play action pass. Looks like the same exact play to the other side. Beasley open again. Try a little cover 1 action here in in this 4-4 defensive set here. Another quick short pass.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Let's go at the behest of J-Step here. He suggested last time when he was kind of hanging out with us to run this big nickel, although he said in the red zone. We're not quite in the red zone yet. I'm just not getting any pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Maybe we should try blitzing him a little bit more. I kind of stopped blitzing him just because I felt like he was doing a ton of checkdowns. I'm not getting any pressure with my front 4.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Let's go man blitz.
Big plays for an offense.
3rd and 3.
They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus
Let's
far.
press them.
This time it's 3rd and 3.
It's probably not going to work out in my favor, but I'm curious. Got to get pressure quick, though. And once again, he checks it down to his tight end. Question is, did he even get enough for the first down? And he did not. 4th and inches.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies. Unable
Casino blitz is good. Free safety drop back, huh? On which play? On the last one? Oh, what are you doing there? What's that player doing? Just running around like a crazy person. Styles, when we get the ball back, I'll switch things up to strip ball to aggressive. That's fine. We'll try that, see what that looks like, see if they really do it, see if it turns into some face masks or what happens. Run it out here, see if we can get anything.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Still got 9 minutes to go, so we got plenty of time to just kind of relax. No rush.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
Let's
at
try
the
this
stats
trap
that
play.
you scored on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole
False
lot
start.
better
Yeah, it should have been a false start. You're right. That should have been a false start on that guy just running around like a crazy person when everybody else was set. Hey, Lewis is back in the game from his bruised ribs.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game,
Let's try this tight end attack play and see if anybody's open over the middle.
fans make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a
Josh, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I kind of picked the Titans. I think that's actually the team that ultimately I'm going to go with when I actually get my franchise started, now that I've kind of learned more about the team. But one of the reasons why I initially picked them in the first place is because I like their new uniforms. I'm actually an Arizona Cardinals fan, but I don't really like using the Cardinals in my own franchises just because I have too much invested in the players that I don't ever want to let them go. So I don't do very good in those kind of franchises.
The eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Keep staying. I didn't really mean to do that. We should switch up our.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I don't know that Lewis could necessarily. I don't know. Seems a little bit questionable that Lewis just shoved that guy back like that, but whatever. Still fun.
He's becoming more like a body blows guy.
Let's try this Jet 6 drive play.
So after a while, I'm
I'm just
not
gonna kind of
sure
keep in
you
this,
guys wanna run up and
just
tackle
keeping this set on this drive so far, switching it up between running and passing the ball. Quick pass, kind of a check down there to Stocker.
inside the 35 now at the 34-yard.
Mariota's now over 300 yards passing on the day.
That should have first down. That's a staple of this this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's switch things up here. Let's spread them out now. We've been running a lot of power type looks here. Let's switch it up. We'll kind of stick with this ace formation, but we'll spread them out. 3 wide receiver set here. Walker's going to come in motion and lead the run. Oh, how did he break out of that? Nice. Nice run by Lewis, I guess.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
That was good, tough.
Yeah, Josh, I'm seeing a lot of people kind of picking the Cardinals, you know, at least on, like you said, on their short list of possibilities of teams. It's a fun team. I mean, especially, you know, you've got Rosen kind of waiting behind Bradford, or if you just want to run with Rosen, obviously you can do that. It's an exciting change. Ooh, snuck that one in there, but it's going to be incomplete. Let's try a little wide receiver screen. I haven't run anything like this yet today. Obviously with the Cardinals you got David Johnson, so you've got a good running back set and ready to go. I don't like that play. I don't like it running the screens when the defensive backs are playing up like that. Makes me nervous. Buchanan, yeah. Yeah, he's a fun player. Haven't seen him much yet. He's been hurt. Hopefully he can get back for the season.
Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Let's run this Jet 6 soar play.
They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7.
Styles, have I noticed any delays from yesterday's stream? I don't know that I necessarily have. You're making me have a delay a game, though. No. Delays in what regard? Are you talking about kind of the running back issues I was seeing in the stream yesterday?
Still 3rd down.
Oh, Buchanan's zone and man coverage ratings stink in Madden. That's interesting. I don't think I noticed that.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's keep Lewis in here to block just to give ourselves some extra time. See if anybody's going to come open here. Just hit it over here. Take our 3 points. Tie up this game. Not make any mistakes. Styles, yeah. So no, I have not. That was a big issue with my stream last night with version 12 of Matt 10 sliders was, you know, I don't know if it's exactly what people are calling the stuck in the mud issue with the running back or what it was exactly, but it seemed like multiple times, you know, my running back would get the handoff and just stand there for a split second and or almost walk for a split second and then get going. And then the other thing that was really frustrating last night was then he'd get sucked into a tackle animation as he was trying to get through the defensive line, even though there was a wide open hole and the defensive lineman was engaged with a offensive lineman. So that was a little bit frustrating.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
All right, tie ball game here. 4.5 minutes left to go. I'd say if nonetheless, it's been an exciting game. At least as it relates to it being close here as we get to the end. Seen some good stuff, seen some bad stuff. No matter what at this point, I like how it's playing. I like little things like that. How Ezekiel Elliott just kind of snuck through that hole. Like little things like that that I notice that look really good to me, that I appreciate. Obviously not seeing the crazy jukes and spins. At least I haven't really seen any. There was just the one play with the receiver when he kind of caught it and spun a bunch of times. But other than that, I'm liking how things are looking in this set so far. Second half a lot better than the first half, but as Josh alludes to, that has to do with fatigue. So maybe that's just something we're going to have to live with. The first half playing different than the second half.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into
3rd and 7. I really should have put some pressure on Prescott here, but I did not. Could have switched it up, but that's too late now. Prescott's looking, and we still got there for the sack. Arakpo gets in there. Huge play. That's going to give us here a good opportunity to win this one.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Trying to sneak through that hole there, but it kind of closed up between the blockers there. That didn't work out, but that's okay. Just kind of seeing what things we can do. We got 3 minutes to go. Let's start.
Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the
Start with this Mountain Y cross play. We haven't ran this yet today.
They're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Maybe looking for Taylor coming across the middle here. He's not really going to be there. Woo, that was close. Sean Lee, so close to getting that one.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those fast
Let's go tight end hook play here.
any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection
Field goal range, yeah. That's all we got to do. Get into field goal range. Woo, I don't know what's going on. Trying to throw it, and I'm not paying attention to Mariota, and he gets sacked. Let's go inside cross. Now we're going to get to the 2-minute warning. I didn't even see what was happening there. I was hitting the button to pass it.
We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
I was lost on that play. Yeah, me too. I don't really quite know what happened here. I kind of tried to... I was trying to think about throwing it, but it kind of got stuck. Looked like Mariota got stuck in this animation here, trying to get out of this sack. He was kind of grabbed. Hey, that's a face mask. Hey. Where's the face mask call? That's a face mask. In any case, at that time, I was actually trying to throw it to Taylor going across the middle there. I was hitting the button, but it wasn't working. And then I was like, what in the world's going on? Why is he not throwing it? And as I looked down to Mariota, he got sacked by Irving there. So that's what happened. Where's the flag? Exactly. That was face mask. Do you have control? I did not really have control on that. When Mariota was kind of stuck in that animation, but I was trying to throw the ball anyway, but I didn't really realize what was happening. Woo! Fumble. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Very interesting. What happened there? Kind of cut it up the field, and they were trying to strip it. They were trying to strip it there. Sharp coming across the middle. Who knocked it out? No. Looked like Smith was trying to punch it out. I don't know that he actually ever got his hand up there though. hit him in the butt, and the ball came out. Interesting. All right. Is what it is. Just because you asked me and I forgot styles, we're going to switch things up here to strip the ball aggressive. I don't know if this is the right time to be doing that, but because you asked, we're going to do it. Hook curl, I don't really like that as an option. I'd rather be in cover 2 man. Oh, they're going to run the screen, trying to get out there to Elliott. Can't quite get there. Nice play. J-Step, if you pay attention to your chat comments here, they missed a flag, and then, yeah, cheating gameplay. This is not all Madden, I swear. What are they going to do here now? They're going to try to... I got to get some pressure. We're going to blitz them. Although maybe they're going to, or at least look like they're going to run it here. That would be, I guess, appropriate. Maybe some CPU appropriate clock management here. As Ezekiel Elliott gets a wide open hole, I got to start thinking about calling some timeouts here if I want a chance.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's free safety blitz them. Hoping that they're going to try to run it right up the middle here and we can stop them. And although they've been running it a lot to the edge, did that end up being a flag on me or a false start? False start. Oh, Madden isn't too bad right now. All right. I've contemplated whether or not it's something I should revisit. I've thought about it. Anytime I ever visit all Madden, I just get frustrated. You know, I just get, it's just not fun because I feel like there's a nice play. We'll call a timeout here. Big 3rd and 8.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
What are they going to do here? Are they just going to run it, make me use my last timeout? What are they going to do here? They are going to run it. Nice play there defensively. I'll call my last timeout just so I give myself as much time as possible.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages.
Ooh, almost got in there. And there it is. They take the lead, but we've got some time here as long as I don't screw it up.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team
I just should have knelt that there, but too little too late now.
they manage the clock exactly right.
And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two short.
Are you ready for the drive of a lifetime?
Marcus Mariota in the
We shall see.
back out for their next possession. Certainly they
I would say that's a little bit concerning. I mean, I know that maybe the Cowboys, you know, pass defense is not that great, but I would say that's a bit concerning there with the 21 for 28, over 300 yards passing. Did have a couple interceptions there, so maybe that's okay. But just one game is not a good enough sample size. Ooh, that's snuck that one in there. Yikes. That was lucky. Woo. Gotta get down.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Are my palms sweaty? No, I'm good. My legs aren't like jelly. Ooh.
It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full
33 seconds left here. All we got to do really is get into field goal range, so I shouldn't be too stressed out about it here at this point.
different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the
Let's
same
go angle smash.
They tried to throw on 2nd down.
3rd and 1. Probably should just make sure I get the first down here.
Back to throw.
Oh, he got stuck on somebody. I got lucky.
And he's got the
Gotta hurry up
first
now, though.
before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Quick out.
Back to throw.
That was lucky too.
Taking it down inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation?
I don't know what that defender was doing there. That was kind of weird looking.
Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what
Probably
they're
thrown a
doing
little
next
bit
down.
too soon, but Sharp got it anyway, and we got out of bounds. Well, I probably just could have continued up the sideline there. Maybe got a couple of shots at the end zone here. Everybody's a little bit tired. Let's go X under. He was going for the pick. Let's keep him in the block here. I don't know if throwing it over the middle, now that I've chosen that as an option, is the smartest thing here. I'm just going to lob it up. I don't know if that was smart, and it was not. Ouch. That hurts. Not a good choice. Throwing it into double coverage. Not smart by me.
You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being
Definitely not his best throw. Nope. Not my best throw. Just because I'm curious about if anybody else was really open. I got a little bit nervous at the last second about throwing it over the middle, although the middle wasn't open anyway. It looks like if I would have been smart, I would have thrown it over here. That might have been a little bit better of an option there on that corner route instead. But I threw it up to Delaney Walker, and it did not work out. So that is going to do it for this game. We're going to lose. Who is the head coach of the Titans? It wasn't triple coverage, Styles. It was double. I threw it into double coverage. The head coach of the Titans, this guy is just kind of a generic dude. I don't really actually know who.
it was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game.
He's on the hot seat now. Yeah.
Right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw.
There you go. Cowboys with the three. We had 3 interceptions today.
Finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4.
Moved the ball well, but unable to pull out this win. Cowboys did just enough to win.
They fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.
Taking a quick look here at the stats, which I always kind of like to do. 72% completion percentage for both quarterbacks. A couple of touchdowns and 3 interceptions for Mariota. 2 touchdowns and an interception for Prescott. Mike Vrabel. Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah. Rushing the ball, not bad for both teams, really. Elliott ended up with almost 100 yards. Lewis, 3.8 average, 89 yards. That seems pretty legit to me. Receiving the ball, Delaney Walker, 608 and a touchdown. Matthews had that nice long pass play. 4 reception, 123 and a touchdown. Defensively here, I'm just kind of curious about sacks and stuff. Let's see here. 4 total tackles by Sean Lee, to be expected. That's good to see. Also, he had a sack. They had a total of 5 sacks on the day. And then Titans on the other side, just 3. And then we did have the interception with Woodyard on that crazy play where the ball was bouncing all over the place. So that's kind of the game. I liked it. I kind of enjoyed how it played. It was fun. Obviously, down to the last drive of the game, you got to enjoy those kind of games. I always do. You know, no matter what, I think, you know, if I'm basing this slider set with armor and sword here on Mat 10's version 12, I would pick this one hands down. I feel like it was quite a bit better. But again, you know, both of them very small sample size. You know, this is just one game with armor and swords. It'd be interesting to move on and play another one. Obviously, I didn't even play. You know, I played almost, you know, basically 3/4 with version 12 of Mat 10 sliders. But you know what? I want to give everybody else's sliders here a shot. Josh, I think we'll try yours tomorrow night just for fun. We'll continue with my Titans franchise, and we'll see how yours play out. So I'll be excited to do that tomorrow night. But we're going to go ahead and end this one for tonight. I appreciate everyone kind of hanging out and watching. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate all the chatting, and appreciate you guys hanging out. Styles, you know, he said try 11 minutes. If I do another stream with armor and swords, I think we'll try 11 minutes. That was something I guess maybe I did want to pay attention to. Actually, was total amount of plays. Let's take a quick look at that actually real quick. Or at least get a ballpark on the total amount of plays. Obviously, you don't really see special teams. I mean, you can figure them out. But just kind of looking at basically about 30 pass attempts for each side, and then rushing we had about, you know, 23, 25 basically. You know, so that's about right on par for what you know, is considered average for NFL plays in a game. Obviously not including any of the special teams plays, but I was just curious about that. Styles, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. But again, we'll go ahead and end this stream tonight. Thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. Tomorrow night we'll try Josh's sliders, his very simple kind of average stuff. So we will do that tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, Josh. Take care as well. Thank you, Jay Step, for hanging out if you're still around, and anybody else who is watching, I appreciate it. And we will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks.